Alright, this is how we're going to sign up for Dropbox the first time. You go ahead and go to Google. Everybody knows how to get there, and you type in Dropbox. Hit enter, and you want to click on the link that says install. And then, let me open up the screen for you. You want to go to free download. Now it's going to download this on your computer, and when it's done downloading, I'm on Google Chrome, so I just click on this and it hits open. If you're in Firefox or Internet Explorer, you might have to go to the downloads folder on your computer and you'll see the program there. You double click on it and follow whatever instructions it says, and then you can start the install of the Dropbox program that way. Otherwise, for me, with Google Chrome, I just click and say open, and it's going to install. Okay, now it's done installing, and this box pops up, and you'll notice it's got a room for your email and your password here, and that's where we're going to create your account for Dropbox. This is the online Dropbox account, and you'll notice here, so it wants a email. This is your email you're going to put in. I've got a dummy one for this presentation, and then you want to make up a password. Any password should do. And then you'll notice that you want to go down here where it says sign up. Okay, because you don't have an account. Don't hit this one because you're not signing in because you don't have an account yet. You just want to hit sign up first. So we hit sign up, and then it says, oh, hey, we don't know who you are. We want your first and last name. So you go John. Remember, you're John. You put in your name, obviously, but for demonstration purposes, your name is John Doe. And then you click I agree to the terms, and now you'll see that this bar says sign up. Okay, so you click that. Now you're being signed up with your first and last name, your email address, and the password that you chose that you're going to remember. And you want to say open Dropbox. And what this does is it basically walks you through a few screens here. You can just click through this stuff, hit finish, and now boom, it takes you to the Dropbox folder on your computer. Now keep in mind, this is the Dropbox folder on your computer. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, this is the Dropbox folder on your computer. So how do we know it installed? Well, first of all, we see a little box down here icon. The Dropbox is up to date, it says. When that's green, or sometimes it's blue, that means everything's going, it's installed, and it's running. Also, you'll notice that you can go to your File Explorer on your computer, and you'll notice in your favorites, under your favorites, you'll see the Dropbox folder there. If you click on that, you get to the Dropbox folder. Okay? You can also get to the Dropbox folder on your computer by clicking the desktop icon that was automatically installed and now appears on your desktop, and you get taken to this front screen, and you automatically get taken to the Dropbox folder. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to share files with the tax person. Okay? So underneath the Dropbox folder, create another folder that says share with taxman. You just put share with tax. Okay? So now you got a folder underneath your Dropbox folder that says share with taxman. So you want to put the documents that you want to share with your taxman inside this folder. Okay, you can name this folder anything, but this just helps you remember what it's for. Okay, so let's say on my computer, now that you signed up, let's say on your computer, now that you signed up and everything, and you've got the folder that you want to put stuff into to share. Let's just say there's some tax documents you want to share with your taxman, and it's on your computer in your documents, and just say it's in your, before you created a separate folder called tax papers, and here are those two documents you want to share with him. So you just highlight them like any other stuff, and you copy them into the Dropbox share with taxman folder. Okay, now it's copied. Okay, now does he automatically get that? Not yet. There's one step you've got to do, and that step is go back online now. Now you go to the internet, go to Dropbox. Now we're going to sign into Dropbox because you have an account now. So we'll go sign in, and you put your email address. Remember, we use this one for demonstration purposes. this is too hard to read, you got to type this stuff in here so that it proves that you're not a computer. So hit that, and sometimes it's a little easier to read what's there. And then I'm going to unclick that for now, just for demonstration purposes. And it takes me in there, and lo and behold, there's our folder. Now remember, we are online now. We're on the internet. Okay, so we're on the internet, and that's where the folder appears. So at first we created that folder on your computer inside the Dropbox folder. We created this folder, shared stuff with Taxman. Then we signed into our Dropbox account online, and there's that folder automatically with the files that we put in there. So it's automatically online. Okay, now so what you want to do obviously is you want to share this folder with your Taxman. Can you do that? Not quite yet, because it wants you to verify the email first. So click this, verify email, then you have to go to your email address that you gave them, and you've got to go to it, and there's a procedure. You know, you've done this before where you and lo and behold, there is the email address from Dropbox saying please verify it. You open up the email, you click verify. Now it takes you back to your Dropbox account, and thanks for everything, just hit done, and then you're back to the regular screen in Dropbox online, and there's your folder with your tax stuff. Now you just want to get it so you can share this folder with the Taxman, and the way you do that now is you just right click on it and go invite people, and then you put the Taxman's. Okay, so this is your Taxman's email address. Okay, and I just leave everything here default, and I say share folder. Now your Taxman gets a notification. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So I've actually set up this computer so you can see your Taxman's folder in this demonstration. Obviously in real life you can't see it, but let me show you what your Taxman's going to see. Your Taxman's going to get that invitation in an email, and let me show you what that's going to look like to him just for demonstration purposes. See, he's going to get an email, since you sent him an email saying, hey, you want to share this folder with him. He's going to get an email that says, hey, John Doe wants to share this with you, this folder with you. And then he's going to click on it. He'll click on it up here, and he'll basically go right to the folder, and look, there's the two documents that you put in there. Okay, and he's got the whole folder there. Yeah, he's got the whole folder there, share with Taxman. It comes through as this folder here. It's all inside there. So that you shared with him there's the two files. Okay, now we're going to get rid of his computer, so let's get rid of his computer. We'll minimize the screen. Now we're back at your computer. Okay, and we can see that everything that you put inside this now is shared with your Taxman. He's got access to it. So anytime you put something over there, it will automatically go to them. And we can test that just by doing a test. I'll go and find some random file. I'll say sample PDF file from the internet and download it. Okay. And say I want to give that file to a file shared with a Taxman. So I went to the folder where that file is downloaded, and I can go to the Dropbox folder, share with Taxman, drop it in there, boom, boom, boom. It's there. Okay, we minimize the screen. Let's see what the Taxman sees now. We go to his computer. All right, it's right there. Look, there's the file we just put in there, PDF sample. Okay, you're looking at the Taxman's computer. He got it that quick. Okay, so we'll get rid of his computer now. Go back to your computer. The big picture is that there's three things that are happening. The most important thing is what's going on your computer. Anytime you put documents inside this folder now, it's automatically going to be shared with him. What happens is it goes from your computer, then it goes to Dropbox Online, where you have your Dropbox account. It's copied there, kept in a secure place. This is bank level security, and then it's copied to any person's. It's copied to your Taxman's computer because you elected to share this whole folder with him. So there's three things happening. Basically, you worry about what's going on in your place. You got everything set up. Now in the future, anytime you put anything in here, it's automatically going to be copied online, and it's going to be copied to your Taxman's computer as well. And it goes vice versa. Now that you two are sharing this folder, he can put your tax return in here. Okay, at the end of the day, then you just look at, oh, my tax return's done. There's my tax return right here. So anything he puts in that folder now will be automatically shared with you. Anything you put in this folder will automatically be shared with him. So it goes both ways. One thing you want to keep in mind is that when this thing is, when you see this little box down here, that means Dropbox is on and it's running. The default setting for Dropbox is to always turn on. If you stop and restart your computer, the default is for Dropbox to start every time your computer starts. So it should always be on. Maybe it uses some resources, so sometimes you may want to turn it off, but that's unusual. Okay, most of the time it just runs all the time right there, and you know it's running. If something is happening, somebody's not getting files, you might want to look down here and look on your, this is the taskbar. Look on the taskbar, and if this is not on, that means Dropbox is not on. So what do? You go to the icon on your desktop, double click it, and that will start it again. Just to show you, if I go here and I click exit Dropbox, it's going to stop Dropbox completely. Okay, so I'll hit exit Dropbox. Okay, you'll see the Dropbox isn't there anymore. So that means it stopped working. All right, it's no longer syncing online and to your tax person's computer. So to start it again, so you get it backed up online and it goes to your tax man, you've got to restart Dropbox. Okay. Now keep in mind, even though it's turned off, you still got the folder on your computer. It's just not being, none of the files are going to be shared with your tax man. Okay. Until you restart this again. Once it's restarted, any new files and of course the old files, everything in this folder now will be synced to the folder of your taxman, and it'll be synced to what's online. So everything that's in here is in your taxman's folder. You put something new in there, it appears on his and online. He puts something in there, it'll appear on his computer, it'll go online, and it'll appear on your computer. You totally share this folder, and you are all in sync. Okay, so it's a real convenient way to share files back and forth. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be glad to make some improvements should the need arise. Thank you.